Happy Saturday! We are back, and we are back with a new project. Even better. How is everyone? How has your Saturday been? So, as the stream title gives away, today we're going to be playing with Xamarin and AssemblyAI. So, a very good friend of mine, Layla Codes It, who we give a shout out actually because she's awesome. She has just started a job as lead developer evangelist at AssemblyAI, and obviously as a good friend of mine, when she starts at a new company as an evangelist with SDKs and stuff, if it's something that I can play with, I will. So today we are going to see if we can get a app up and running that talks to AssemblyAI. So AssemblyAI does AI-driven speech-to-text transcription. So the plan today, and we'll do this in Notion and everything. We'll plan this out proper and all that. Is to do an app that records audio, so we can record a message, then it will send it off to be transcribed. And if we have time, we will make it look snazzy. So this is going to be, what should we call it? Let's brainstorm some names. How are you today, Luke? How was the rest of your Friday night? As you saw from Discord, I couldn't get to sleep until gone 4 a.m. and I woke up at 6 something and then I fell back asleep again until 8:30. So this could be insomnia fueled coding. Who knows? It might actually work in our favour. But happy Saturday, friend. We are sporting our Comet fan t-shirt. Comet being the pet cat of Sociable Steve and Aurora's Madhouse. Because who doesn't want one? Slept till 1, woke till 5, then slept until about half an hour ago. Oh yes, well that sounds great. Interrupted sleep's not ideal. But apart from sleepy, are you alright? We care about our audience here. We're all one big happy family. What should we call the app? Oh, I like puns, so what can we do? Or wordplay at least. So it's AssemblyAI. So is there anything? I don't know. AssemblyAI want a transcription. There we go. Bit of a long app name, but I just can't resist a good pun. So we're doing it. It's current. It is stream, computer, work. I tag things as work if they're related to like streams and MVP life and all that stuff. Cool. So it's going to be a project template. Let's plan this puppy. If you've watched my streams for long enough, you'll know that I'm a lover of a good plan. Especially with programming, I find it less overwhelming if I can break it down first. And it's like, oh yeah, create the project, do this, do this, do this. Then kind of as you go through and you tick off all the things that you're doing, it's a bit of a sort of self-pat on the back, and I find it quite motivating. And with this being the imposter syndrome battleground and all that, we do try and do all the things that we can do just to make ourselves feel a little bit good, as well as dancing and all that stuff. So before we start planning, we need a bit of pretzel. What Saturday plans have you got, Luke? Anything good? Let's go back to electro swing because it's great. So let's do this. Create the solution. Commit to GitHub. also going to break this down into more steps. So, because creating a GitHub, you need to create repo. Oh, nice! Make the shed, make shelves, build a baby cot, and something else you can't remember. Oh, nice! Can't beat a bit of DIY occasionally. Emoji in it. Emoji in it. Create. Ignore. Commit code. Go to main origin. Main. Should do. Good music. Although I think the microphone's picking it up a little bit. Hang on. I moved the mic. I got a new on Wednesday. I got a new microphone arm, so I've been experimenting with where it should be positioned without it getting in the way. But we'll try that. I think it just turn the music down slightly. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this one's not too bad so far. It's more deciding where to put it, because it feels somewhat in my way, like right here, just above my arm. But then, if it's up high, you can hear me all right. But because it's a condenser microphone, obviously the best place to speak is straight in front. It'll pick up on the sides and the back, but not as well. Morning, Sociable Steve. Look, friend Steve, I'm wearing my Comet t-shirt. Comet's already had a shout out. But yes, today we're making an app that uses AssemblyAI. We're going to call it AssemblyAI Wanted a Transcription. So Layla codes it. It's just started working for AssemblyAI, and they do speech-to-text transcription. So we're going to create a demo app with Xamarin.Forms that will record audio and then send off the audio for transcription to AssemblyAI and get it back. I started an app of this the other day, but it wasn't working, so I thought, you know what? Let's just start from scratch. Let's just build it together. I'm very good. I'm a bit of an insomnia-powered coder this morning because I couldn't get to sleep until gone 4. I'm not sure if it was like I ended up watching so Disney Plus last week before, a couple of weeks ago I think, released Star, a new like sub-channels. They've got like Disney, Pixar, Marvel, National Geographic, and now Star. And it's like Star's the kind of stuff you get on like ABC and stuff in America. But I started watching a program called 911, which was pretty good. And I'm not sure if I was awake too long because I was into 911, or whether I was watching lots of 911 because I couldn't fall asleep. Don't know. It could be either with me. Normally, even if I find something I like to watch, I can fall asleep and then I just catch up with what I missed when I wake up. So I think it was more I couldn't sleep, so I watched 911. But yeah, we'll see how this goes today. But we're just planning out our project. So we create the solution, we commit it to GitHub, and then we're going to create the UI. And our UI is going to need green is a picture of soap, okay? How's Sociable Steve today? So, it's going to be a task or subtasks too. Oh, nice. How's that going? Have you got any more plans? So we want to add add button to record audio. Make it a rounded button. So I've got ideas for this. Slow and steady. Need to figure out what type of game this is going to be. Might make it into some kind of D&D style adventure. Oh, nice. Going into the page. Add labels or transcribed text. I believe later on it's going to be so a label is like a set length per se, like it doesn't expand well. I think if we want to do a potentially expanding length of text, we're going to want a different type of entry, but we'll do label for now. It's a good start. And then we're going to go back to here. We're going to do create and BBM architecture. Might do that before that actually. Was it quite easy to do with Godot? I'm tempted to like. I've made games before, but in like Windows desktop apps. I know, you know, good old Stack Overflow telling me how to do Gravity. To VM. VM being view model, not virtual machine. Okay. And then we want to add audio recorder plugin for breakfast bars and not breakfast. Oh dear, I had crumpets for breakfast because, you know, every day gets off to a boss start if you have buttery crumpets. Actually, we're going to change this to be set up audio recording. What sort of breakfast bars were they? Oh, see, I don't mind hot cross buns, but I have to be. I'm not a huge fan of raisins / sultanas, and so I don't mind hot cross buns. But it's one of those. It's a very Eastery thing that I'll probably have because my mum offers them to me. Oh, nut butter bars. That sounds really American. Did you have anything good for breakfast, Steve? Oh, Moody. Your jokes are always welcome here. How's my favourite man from the other land down under? Those jokes never get old. Priceless. We're doing stuff with AI today, which is always fun. Set up audio open, so add plugin. Set up code to record audio. Set up code to play back audio to test recording. Here we go. Oh, nice! Congratulations! Oh, that was your Honda versus Tesla video, wasn't it? I've not watched it yet, but it is on my to watch list. I am a proud subscriber. I shall look forward to that later. Once I finish stream later and have some lunch, that might be what I watch while I eat my lunch. Because you can't beat a bit of knowledge while eating lunch. Oh, I have time. It's Saturday. Saturday's chill day. Like, I'll do a few chores, but most of the cleaning I do on a Sunday. So my Saturday is kind of lazy start, breakfast, stream, lunch, and then whatever I feel like doing in the afternoon. So today I want to watch my friend's video. I got time. Exactly, there's always time for a moody video, exactly. So we're just planning out this app. And then the next step will be... tell that to the 50% of people who click away in the first 30 seconds. Well, that's just rude. You know, I'll show you something in a sec, Moody, actually. You'd probably appreciate this as someone who plans your videos as well. Let's quickly do this. Shoot. I don't know. It sounds quite a lot, but then it all depends, doesn't it? So, just do this. There's hey, Salma's here. There's he comes up quite a lot. Oi, Steve, be nice. We love Salma. Sorry, everyone calls her Salma now. She complained the other day. Or didn't complain, jokingly observed. Yes, White Panther's here, everybody. I'm happy you're here, and more importantly, we're doing something that I know what I'm doing-ish, so you don't have to do any work. You can just watch. So we want to follow getting started guide, and we want to that's it actually. So getting started. Test. Look at you two making friends in the corner. All right, the love between you two was very temporary. The typo correcting has already started. Oi, be nice. It's actually, yeah, she's not Arab at all. She's half Indian, right? I'm not gonna lie, the interactions between you two in my Twitch chat always make my day. Okay, we want to grab the getting started guide. Exactly, Luke, exactly. Just watch, laugh and enjoy it. It's brilliant. Yeah, so let's go to AssemblyAI, log in. Hide my details. Does it not say what you think it says? So we've got, oh, I can redo this, so I don't mind. So we have the quick start. So the quick start, here we go. So this assumes that your file is in the inner storage. But we're not going to do that. We're going to just send it direct. We'll do that. So let's pop this in. There's a comment. Okay. So, before we get started on this project, just quickly wanted to show you, Moody, this me taking planning to like a whole new level. So, for example, this is a video I've already published. Every template comes with like title ideas, keywords, any B-roll shots I have to take, a checklist for the editing, so to make sure that the footage is in and everything. Then the publishing checklist, so you know anything that needs to do. And then there's even the research for the article. So in this case I didn't need one, but I just mentioned music. And this video was started from a email I was sent, so like that's in there as well. And then there's even a script. Not that I follow a script, but I started to. But yeah, so bit of good planning. Why do you have your own name that you can't see tattooed at the bottom? Is it in case you get Alzheimer's? Yes, why? Why? This just calls for... I'm sorry, Salma. You know I love you, but... But yeah, is it in case you get lost? There we go. Let's start this page. So let's go. Let's create a project first of all. Let's actually write some code for a start. So create a new project. We're going to call it. Yeah, I never see the one on the top of my back either, which kind of makes me sad because I actually like it. I just can't see it. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Do you know, community challenge never even occurred to me. You just walked right into that. So we're going to do a Xamarin.Forms mobile app. We're going to call it Actually, I'm wondering if we start it with AssemblyAI, it will be copyright. Not that I'm ever going to release it, but we'll call it... Oh no, actually we will, because it's not going to go on the App Store. AssemblyAI wants a transcript. Yes. Okay. So to be fair, I didn't create that template. The thing I love about Notion is that loads of people and I follow productivity like gurus on YouTube. A lot of them use Notion, but the great thing about Notion is you can create templates. So I've got templates that I share with other people. Like I've created Salma a whole system like mine just by sharing my templates or links to my templates based off other people's templates. So some stuff I made myself, some stuff is just adapted from other people's, and it's great. Oh my god, really? Really? Okay, the project. We don't want it to be fly out or tab because it's going to be a single page. Sod it, let's make UWP, why not? Oh, that's brilliant. Oh man. Okay, we have let's see if this will run. I'm more curious. I don't normally use UWP, but actually it's a perfectly good local dev environment to try things out. So let's do it. So I've created one project, well, one solution for a mobile/desktop project, targeted 3 platforms, and without doing anything, it will run on 3 platforms. Woohoo! I love cross-platform frameworks. How are we feeling about the electro swing? Does anyone want to change change channels, stations, whatever it's called. Cool, so without doing anything, we have our application. So we can tick off that box. Pat on the back. Done. Now we can go into commit to GitHub. Edgy. When I was going through my angry atheist phase in my late teens, early 20s, I wanted to get the Arabic word for infidel written in Arabic tattooed on me, but I'm so thankful I didn't do it. It feels very, I'm still sleepy and can't be bothered to change the radio, so I'm fine with it. Cool, I can work with that. Cool, so let's go into our... Touche. Hey, you never know. One day it might come in useful. Oh, did I do it in the wrong place? Yes, I did. Fool. You're the fool. No, you don't. I'm not going to ban Moody, stop it. And enjoy your adult things. That sounds really boring. I'm guessing it's the supermarket. Wait, isn't it supposed to be your lie-in day? Why are you up at 10:30 on a Saturday? I think if it was those kinds of adult things, Moody, we wouldn't hear about it. Close the solution. I hate, do you know what? I know that some people will jokingly disagree with me, but I do think the world is a better place when Moody's around. I shouldn't find this so amusing, but I really, really do. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, what a great way to start a Saturday, just laughing constantly. Get in it. Get new git ignore. No. .net new git ignore. So that'll generate if you've not seen this before, so .net is the .net SDK, so it gives you command line tools, and one of the things you can do is create a git ignore, and it will actually create you a git ignore with a load of the .net related things already in it. Cannot gauge where the sarcasm ends and the hate begins. Oh, there's no hate, it's all sarcasm. It's all banter. I'm just got sidetracked. I'm expecting a delivery today. I don't know what time, but I just heard a noise. I wondered if it was my delivery. Anyone wait to find out? So look. I mean, I know Moody's going to jump in now and tell me that it's not banter, but it's oh yes, that's always fun. That's been a pain. I'll track it later on. Clever. Moody's a clever guy. Create repo. Create. Yes. It's how dog training works, isn't it? Like you say, dog training book. So, I watch dog channels on YouTube sometimes as well, and one of the channels I watched was showing that she trains her dog that every time he does the right thing, when she's training, like obviously at first you start with like whatever motivates him, if it's like food or whatever, but then one of the things that you can do, if they do the right thing, you can say yes. So they associate that sound with positivity. Plus, it all just goes back to Pavlov's dog, doesn't it? We always do things in public here. Nice. Push. Dip. Push. Set. Saying yes or using a clicker, you need to charge that cue though. So at the beginning you click, treat, click, treat, click, treat. Eventually they associate good things with click. Ah, okay. And so next time they do something good, you click and they understand. Yes. Interesting, yes. Okay, so back to our ticky boxes. And you can give them the treat later rather than exactly at the time when they're doing a good thing. Yes, it's like a promise. Oh no, promises, no. Dot then. So we've get in it. We've created the repo. We've done Gitmoji. We've created the git ignore. We've done the commit code, and we've pushed the main. Boom. Go us. Project. So that's done. Create the architecture, we can do that. We now want to go to there we go. We'll have to embiggen the font again, I think. We'll find out in a sec. Let me just create the folders. Took me 25 minutes to teach my greyhound how to sit on command. Nice. Yeah, we had a deerhound when I was younger. Docile, lovely thing. She used to I used to hold her lead when I was in my pram and she'd pull me along. Then a few years later, after she sadly died, we got a golden retriever puppy, but he had I can't remember what the term is. It's not pathological, but he had like unexplained by like anything medical, like behavioural problems. And we tried to like help, but you know, after he bit a couple of people and stuff, he had to be put down just for safety. And then we got another golden retriever puppy while after that, who's the run to the litter, so not very good at being trained, but soppy as anything. The deerhound wasn't a rescue. I don't think any of them were a rescue. The deerhound, I'm guessing my parents had from a puppy, but obviously I wasn't. She was older than me. And then the golden retriever wasn't a rescue either. It was just neither golden retriever puppies were rescues. They were proper pedigree pups. But our second golden retriever, who was the runt of the litter, he was a giant fluffy polar bear. So what I'm doing at the moment in this code is I want to do MVVM architecture, which is model, view, model. You might have seen it in some things, but it's not that common. When I was younger, we also used to look after a friend's Irish wolfhound. I don't know the picture, but there's a picture somewhere my parents will have of, well, my dad won't have it, my mum might, because my mum has all the old photos. There's a picture somewhere of me using the wolfhound as a pillow, because why not? View models. We don't need any models yet, so we're not going to bother with that. What we're going to do is the class is going to be views.main page because we're updating where it lives. It's going to complain because oh yeah, this is big enough. Yeah, this is going to complain because the namespace is different, so there we go. Should be happy now. So if we just run that again, I'll move the file in a minute into the folder, but I just want to make sure it's hooked up first, because I found in the past when you want to move a file into MVVM architecture, if you just drag it into view, sometimes it just gets properly muddled. So one step at a time. One failed. Why did it fail? Don't be a pain. What? Oh. My bad. There you go. See? One step at a time. What goes on this screen? I don't want it to. There we go. Cool. So it still works. That's a good start. So then we can move both of these into views. Cool. Check it still works. I'll do. Oh, hello. Well, I'm glad you're here. You get hearts for showing up. What are you tiling? Cool, still works, not broken. So we're gonna want oh, we can do it with mfractor actually. Extensions, mfractor, wizards, MVVM wizard. So what we can do, we want to add it to that one. So, name of the new view model pair name page. And that actually creates the page. You don't want to do that. Never mind. Oh, good luck. Tiling's a knack. I want to get my bathroom retiled, or at least part of it, because, like, I bought my house from you, but originally someone else was on the, like, had reserved this house, but obviously I don't know what happened. All I know is that it fell through, and I was second on the waiting list, but first on the waiting list didn't answer the phone. So when the housing company, the builders, rang me, because I answered, the house was mine. But it was a certain way along the building process, so stuff like the worktops, the cupboard fronts, whether to have a dishwasher, tiles and all that stuff was made by someone else. So there's some choices that I'm not too keen on that I'd quite like to change. Let's make a class, which is going to be main page view model. There's always naming convention when you do this stuff. Have fun, enjoy lurking. We also need to where are we at with this? So create MVVM architecture, that's the file. Okay. Okay, so we'll add the thing later. So one of the things we want to add is Oh, it's updates. We'll do update first. But yeah, so essentially when you do MVVM architecture and view models, you need a way to tell the if there's a change to one of the properties that you're binding to, you need a way to let anyone know that's like listening that the property's changed. So there's an interface called iNotifyPropertyChange, and there's like methods and stuff that you can implement to do it. But a good friend of mine and a principal program manager lead at Microsoft, James Montemagno, made a project called MVVM Helpers that just takes away some of that faff. So once I know that these updates haven't broken anything, we'll add that in, just because it makes using it way easier. Plus it adds in some other useful stuff that we might want later on. But for now, we just want it to do the make our lives easier with the updating part. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna open a new window. Cool, so one package is out for delivery. That's a good start. Have a great night, Moody. Sleep well. Thanks for popping by, buddy. Thanks for making me laugh hysterically. But yeah, I've got a close order coming, and I'm not going to dox myself, but I've got a delivery coming, and they said that stuff might come in separate deliveries. So I've got 2 separate deliveries with Hermes. One's out for delivery and one's not yet, but we'll see. I'm just excited. I've not bought new clothes in ages. Like, I think I bought a new... I think I might have bought some new trousers. No, trousers are way older than that. I think I might have bought a new shirt last year. Like, beginning of last year, but that was about it. I rarely buy new clothes because, like... Although I've put on weight in lockdown because I've not exercised as much because I used to walk a lot and go to the gym and stuff, on the whole, I stay the same size most of the time. So, or maintain enough to be the same clothes size. You know, so even if it fluctuates, it's always around the same. So that's great, but it just means I don't buy new clothes very often. So I treated myself yesterday and went on a bit of a shopping spree. Cool, so that still works. Wonderful. So, we've done that bit. So now we're going to commit it. Git status. So that's just the update. So git add dot git commit. MVVM update pages. This is going to be improve structure. That's the one. And we're going to push it. Push it real good. I'm sure a lot of people make that joke. Now we create the UI. Let's go. So this is the fun bit because we can start this up, and then it's essentially equivalent of watch in web. We can make the update, save it, and it will change in front of our very eyes. So first step is gonna be none of these. That one. Close all. We want the Solution Explorer. There it is. I apologise that the Solution Explorer text is so tiny. In Visual Studio for Mac, you can just do Command Plus and it zooms in, but on Windows Visual Studio, you can't. You have to change the font sizes, and I'm not sure what the font sizes are for this. But let's go into our main page. We're going to say the background colour is going to be hash 0F2745. The text is going to be AssemblyAI wants a transcription. I'm also gonna let me. No, it's alright. I prefer things on a new line. It's easy to read. So remove that to there. Text color is going to be FFA. Oh, can't set it now. Gotta sort of stuff out in a minute. Or not, it'll crash. Never mind. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. We'll do hot reload in a minute. So okay. Just do this first. So this is going to be 24 because it's quite long writing, but we can fiddle with that in a minute. So we want AssemblyAI want a transcription. It's going to be FFA03A. My favourite colour combination at the moment. We don't need these labels, so we'll get rid. We should just have the frame now. So if we run that, let's see how it looks. This is where we might want to fiddle with the font size and all that jazz. Doesn't look too bad on here, but it might look better different on mobile. Let's have a look. Oh, well, first of all, we need to just do some snazzy trickery for iOS because of the notch. So, XML namespace. iOS is going to be equal to iOS. And then we're going to say that OS. Oh, that's in here, isn't it? OS page view safe area. There we go. Not that we're going to be running it on iOS anytime soon because I'm tethering with a cable to my phone, so I'm not on the same network as my Mac right now. But we can try it on Android and just double check. Just see how it looks. It takes a while to build the first time on Android, so we'll see. Welcome back. We're just building Android for the first time. Because of the way all the things Google does under the hood, it just takes a while the first time. So we'll just wait a minute and it'll come to life. It looks alright on UWP, so Windows desktop, but I want to see how it looks on Android because of the font size. So we'll just, there we go. Yeah, so it doesn't normally take this long, so I do apologise. We'll get there. It never takes as long the second time, but it's just Android for you. Google's fault. One failed. Why did it fail? Oh, because I updated the Xamarin.Forms version, it needs to target Android 10, not 9. We can sort that out. Just move it out of the way temporarily. Go wait. Just move over here. There we go. So the way we fix that is we go into Android, we go into properties, we go into the Android manifest. We change this to be 29. We save it. We close it. Yeah. Don't worry, ignore that. Go into properties. And also change this to be 10. There we go. That should solve this problem. And I'll run it again, and it should get a bit further this time. It'll still take a minute, but it will be a bit more successful. Nope. Wait, what? Target frame rate 9 is less than the minimum. Wait, what? Oh, I got upset something. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Back to UWP. Because we're only testing it for now. I'll fix the other stuff later. Right. That's just Android being picky. Right. So we need to add a button to record audio. So we're gonna click run, and then we're gonna watch live update at work. So we've got a label in the frame, and then we're going to do a button with a text of record. Oh no, actually we'll do record. There we go. Come on, it's going to be bindings. We're doing data bindings. It's going to be play the record button is enabled. It's going to set binding, because essentially what's going to happen is if we're in the middle of recording, we don't want the... Oh no, yeah we do. Ignore that. So we can check the binding context as well. So content, bind. I always do it in code behind. I always remember how to do it in code behind. I forget it in XAML. Right, so just one thing at a time. So we've got the button. We'll worry about that after. Text command. Corner radius 50. I think we'll make a round button. What properties have we got? Background color, border width. I don't know if we can do like shadow. Unless it's image button. What other buttons have we got? Border color, corner radius. Opacity. Okay, let's just close that off, save it, see how it looks. Okay, I'll make it a button again. Text. Text color is white. Here's the button. Try again. Maybe it's just being awkward. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so that's massive. We don't want that. We want forms. Circle button. That's what we want. I want the circle button because it looks snazzy. Create a circle around button. Okay. Tint Fusion do a lot of third-party UI controls, so I trust them when it comes to anything UI related. Corner radius is 60. Okay. Try it. How does it look now? That is the question. We want a circle. That's not a circle. Why is it? Okay. We will get to the bottom of this. Unless we do horizontal options as center. I might do it so it's not stretched. It's just in the middle. Oh, there we go. That's better, yeah. Ta-da! We're going to do vertical options as end. So the problem that we had was essentially that by default it was expanding, so it was taking up all the available space, which is why it was all the way to the end, stretched out like that. So by saying that it's only in the center, it will force it to be just the size that we asked for in the center. Now we should have a, or not. Oh, so this needs to be end and expand. Force it down to the end. New. Unless Hot Reload's not working on UWP, it wouldn't surprise me. UWP doesn't have as much support. There we go, yeah. We have it at the end. Nice. So, we want the margin. It's left. Top. So it's left. Top right, bottom. Oh, and I think it might be top, right, bottom, left. Right, and see. Nope. Look, hover over it. Thickness. Left. Oh, left, top, right, bottom. I was right the first time. Left, right, top, bottom. There we go. That should look better now. There we go. A little bit of a break. Sit on Android. Oh, Android was broken, wasn't it? Clean the solution. Just be easier on Android because, you know, why not? Configuration manager, deploy, yep. What's gonna happen? Thinking about it. I see a little green bar at the bottom. Cool, isn't it? And look, we have an app. We didn't do anything different. It's one place, code in one place deployed to multiple platforms, and ta-da! Good, isn't it? That's why I love Xamarin, because I can use C# and .NET that I love, but I can write once in code and deploy anywhere. It is neat. The button doesn't do anything, but we can click it. But we've got what's called hot reload now. So if we change something like get rid of the text color, save it, it'll refresh, and it will looks at JS and cries. Yeah, I look at JavaScript and cry too. I understand. What I do actually want to do is stop this a sec. We're going to get clever because you can build any type you like as well. So if we went to Device Manager, you can create a new one, and there's loads of options. So we can pick what the device is. So you've got Nexus ones, you've got Pixels, because obviously they're Google, Wear, TV, tablets, just generic ones rather than a specific skin. You can get them with the Google Play Store, so you could actually log into the emulator and use it like an actual phone, weirdly. 6Ps look quite nice actually, but I'm happy with the Pixel. Okay, so we've got that going. So we added a button, we've made it a rounded button. Let's do a bit of styling, shall we? So I want to do a drop shadow. So Xamarin.Forms button drop shadow. We might need a have a look at this. Oh, Mops. The guy that wrote the MVVM library I was telling you about. So, what do we want to achieve? Oh, that's renders and stuff. Okay, we'll worry about getting fancy later. We'll make the background color FA03A, and then we'll make the text color 0F2745. So that should invert the colors you see from the frame. See how it looks. It needs like shadow. I don't know how to do it though. We'll change it to be. We need font awesome really. So we have a look on GitHub. Upload. So let's go to my repositories. This has got it. So I want to use font awesome basically. So resources, fonts, there we go. Oh yeah. So we add those in. So we can do that. We can good old fashioned add existing. So we want to add new folder, which is going to be resources, and we're going to add a new folder called fonts, and we're going to add existing items. And if we go back a level to here, to emoji hue, shared projects, resources, fonts, all files. Oh, no. All files. Add all of these. Make sure they're set to build action. Should be, just move this across a bit. Should be embedded resource. Embedded resource. So this is just saying embed it into the application so it can find the files when we need them in the code when it's built. So again, this font is going to be embedded resource. Come into here. No, not that one. This one. Oh, it's got a namespace, isn't it? So export font. Oof. I don't remember stuff by heart. I'm trying to be clever here, but I can't remember it. So how's your current side project going, Luke? It was looking pretty funky on stream, or do you have other side projects on the go as well? I'm fiddling with it, trying to tidy it up. Oh, nice! Yeah, I want to do cool stuff with overlays, but it's just a bit complicated for me. I think I'm better off just sticking to mobile. I know what I'm doing. Like, you know, I feel totally relaxed doing this because I know what I'm doing. That's those two. And then Oh, nice. Yeah, I should look into Vue. Shell, isn't it? App shell. That's the one. That's what I want. It's all fancy. I don't need that stuff. I just want the font image source. That's it. Yeah. And then you have the glyph. Oh yeah, I've heard about. I've seen Tailwind CSS, but yeah, I should look into this stuff. Like, I don't know if you were watching my stream on Wednesday, but on Wednesdays I do Web Dev Wednesday. So at the moment I've been working on chatbot. So over a Wednesday, a Saturday, and I think a Sunday as well, I built with a lot of help from White Panther, I built a chatbot with React and TMI.js, but I felt very out of my comfort zone. So on Wednesday this week, I did a C# chatbot. I've not got the UI part working yet where the messages appear on screen, but we did successfully get any messages in chat appearing in console, and it will also successfully write to chat as me. So when the bot starts, it actually writes in chat, BattleBot engaged. So that's cool. So we've got that working. So once I work out how to get the UI on the page, the plan is to then kind of see how many different languages / frameworks I can create bots in. So like TypeScript, Python, you know, just for a laugh. Because why not? Yeah, I'm probably a bit bonkers, but I just thought why not. But because I've been doing stuff out my comfort zone by doing web dev stuff, I just wanted this today to just go back to like familiar ground. You know, I've been doing Xamarin Dev for years. Polybotting, exactly. I'm stealing that word. Polybotting, yes. I'm gonna put this in the Discord so I don't forget. You're a genius. Where are we? Stream talk. How to describe my There you go. All credit to you. Love it. Okay. If we come back here and we have a look in one of these files. I just love it. I think it's brilliant. I'm going to try and remember to use it on Wednesday. Multi-hue, resources, font. Let's have a look in regular. Does that add, does it? Font awesome. You want to find chord? So that's in solid record vinyl. That's not what I want really, is it? I guess microphone will do. That is in solid, so it's going to be... If we look at the example from here, the way we use it is that you call font image source, font family, like that. So if we copy that, we're going to have to do a bit of refactoring here because this is just attributes, but what we actually want to do is break this down into like that, and then we can say that, get rid of the text. Oh, actually, button dot how do we do it? From here we do can we do it as text? Have a look. So could we do something like font button dot text? Font. Okay. Let's see. Oh, maybe we could do the image button. Image button dot the icons dot microphone. That might be just microphone. Okay, where did that come from? Helpers. Okay. Right, I'm just going to take a very quick bathroom break because I've been drinking tea and stuff to keep me hydrated and awake. But I'll only be gone like a minute or so. I need to. This reminds me, actually, I need to rebrand my Be Right Back screen. But for now, you can have the old branding and listen to a tune while I just quickly take a bathroom break. Back in a minute. Hello. Right, so where were we? Oh, yes. So, essentially, the way this works is the same person that made the mFractor extension that I looked at before, Matthew Robbins, he made a really helpful class here that means that rather than needing to know the weird unisex code value for the icon that you want, you can just reference it with dot, like you saw me do before when I tried to do dot microphone. So what we can do is we can copy all of this from this point onwards, because we don't want to copy the namespace. Actually, do you know what? We are going to copy it all because there is so much there. But yes, we're going to create a new folder, add new folder called helpers. We're going to create a new class called FA icons. And then we will do this. We'll scroll all the way to the top and we'll change this to assembly. There we go. AI wanted transcription. There we go. So what this does, as I said, is rather than having to know what the unisex code is, it gives you the values as a string that you can call. Because it's static, you can just do dot. You don't have to create an instance of it. You can just do dot. So in this case, if we go to here and we go back to this page that's oh yeah, we just need to import it, don't we? So not there. Do it before the class declaration. So let's drop this down a line. So all we're going to say is we're going to make another namespace called helpers, which is going to be helpers. There we go. And now we should be able to do dot microphone. There we go. So if we run this now, we should see the microphone instead of the whatchamacallit. Oh no. How do we change the color? Unless we don't do it there. My pet now processes his actions in a different queue to my light change and stuff. Oh, nice, neat. Congrats. So this is going to be 0F2745. There we go. Now if we run this, it should stop complaining. Maybe. Also can queue an array of actions like move to a spot and then do a thing in that spot. Oh, nice. High five the streamer. I like it. Okay, that didn't work, but at least we have the button in blue. Why didn't that work? What am I missing? So if we just go back a minute, minimize this again. We find where FA solid is used in this repo because, there we go. That's where I'm going wrong. In assembly info, I need to export it. I knew there was a step I was missing. There we go. In assembly info, here, we're just saying export the solid, regular, and brands. Yeah, fix that. Control dot. Using Xamarin.Forms. Save. Now it should work. Now when we run it, we should see a microphone in the colour that we specified, which is super, super, super exciting! And we're even going to play the cheer sound if this works. Look at that, we have a microphone. Might put a bit of padding in just to make the image smaller, but yeah. Don't know why I stopped that then. I don't need to. It's main page. Yeah, you're alright. It is. Don't worry. So we want to say that the padding inside is 10, maybe 2. Let's try it and see. Oh, we've got to stand up and stretch, do we? Well, we can do that in a sec, Nightbot, once we see this working as we want. Okay, that's a little bit of padding, but not enough. So if we change this to 5 and save it, it should reload with a bit more, bit more padding. Maybe try 10. That might be a bit much. That's better. Look at that. Look at that work of art. How beautiful is that? What do we think, folks? Do we like it? It looks swish, in my opinion. I still want to put, like, work out how to do shadows on the button and stuff, but I think it requires possibly the Xamarin Community Toolkit you get. We'll find out. But yes, now that we've got that working, let's stand up and stretch. Oh, it doesn't do anything, but at least it looks snazzy. Nice. So we've got the styling in. Oh, the other thing that we can do is we can say that in the frame, the font family, oh no, not the frame, in the label, the font family is going to be web work sans. So if we save that now, you should see the font change. There we go. Oh, it's slightly too big, so 23. There we go. Oh yeah. Can we do font attributes bold? No, because work sans doesn't have a bold. Yeah, we'll get rid of that just because we know it works, but I don't think it looks quite right on the title. Font attributes bold. Okay. Can we do anything fun with the frame? How shadow extrude? Color, border color, black. Yeah, sort of pops. Okay, right. We're done with fiddling with the oh, we need to add a label as well for the whatchamacallit, the label text binding transcribed text label horizontal. We want it in the middle of the page, so center and expand. That's it, I think. Oh, text color can be 0F2745. There we go. So we wanted to add styling. Done and done. Let's commit that. So where were we? Let's move this out of the way. Yeah, status. Let's have a look. So everything's related to the UI. So git add dot git commit with the message that we have updated built functionality UI including font awesome. Add or update the UI style files. That's the one. Git push. There we go. Another task down, folks. Another task down. So we can go. We've done that. Hook up UI to the VM. We can do that. So we want to add a manage even. We want to add that MVVM helpers library I was telling you about. MVVM helpers. There it is. 1.12 million downloads. Does not surprise me. Move it over here. We want all of them. Don't know why this isn't docked. Dock. That's not what I wanted it, but close enough. Install. So then what we can do, we're adding in this package, and then we will... Okay, whatever you say. Properties, startup project. Yeah. We definitely don't do it in here. We do it on here. Properties. 10, yeah. It'll be .co.uk. Who's Carter? That's me. Version number, target level, yes. Okay. So if we go into the view model, we want to use MVVM helpers. So, oh, I can't spell apparently. Rename view models. So this is going to be public, and it's going to extend base view model that comes from MVVM helpers, which means that when we have a command, we can do I command, which comes from Windows input. What did I call it? Record button. Oh, I should call it live button command, really. Live button command. I like to be descriptive, so if it's a command, you call it command. If it's a label, you call it a label and all that stuff. It just makes it easier. Get set. And we're going to say we're going to make a constructor. We're going to also make a private private void record audio So then record button command equals new command from Xamarin.Forms. And it's going to be record audio. There we go. So all that's saying is when the view model is created, link up the record button so that when you click the command, it will always call this record audio method at the bottom. So that's cool. So it's not going to do anything yet. We're just hooking it up. So if we go back into here, we expand this to the code behind. By default, if you have data binding on from your UI or whatever, the default place it will look for the properties you're binding to is its partial cast code behind. So what we want to do is we want to say to it like, hey, use this view model instead. Main page view model control dot using. Yes, there we go. So now if we go back to here, is it not? What I did? Billy! Woohoo! It's just having a moment, but that's okay. And then we also need to create a text label. So this is going to be much simpler. It's going to be private string transcribed text equals blank. Then the public property for it is going to be public string it's going to be transcribed text label. Transcribed text label get, it's just going to return transcribed text label, and set is going to say set the property, the reference, so the field that we're referring to is the text label, and then the value to change it to is the value. Here we go. How's Billy today? How was your Saturday? Winning? Did you go for a run this morning or anything like that? I say this morning, would have been last night for me, but yeah, you know what I mean. I was a tail runner today. What does that mean? You were at the back? So we can cheat here and just say I recorded audio. So this is just to check the hooking up. Ooh, another parcel's out for delivery. Delivered between 12 and 2. Nice. The parcel's on its way. The person that walks who walks at the end to make sure there are no casualties. Oh, nice. That's cool. I've not been a tail runner, but the close when I thought you meant like the person at the back, I remember I've only ever done one park run, because where I live there's 1, 2, 3, 4, Heaton Park. I have to think about this out loud. It's Heaton Park, Platfields Park, Stretford. There might be some others, but there's at least 3 park runs where I live, but none of them are actually near me and easy to get to. Like, if I was driving, it'd be a piece of cake, but I have a license and no car because it's pointless. I live 2 miles from a city centre. Why would I own a car? Yeah, like, I want to do more park runs, but because they're so awkward to get to, I'd have to leave really early just to get there. And then when I'm all sweaty and achy and tired after the run, I then have to get transport back. So I'm just like, nope. But a friend drove me to one of the park runs once, and I I jogged throughout. I never walked at all during the whole 5K, but I was the slowest of the runners, if that makes sense. Like, people behind me had either walked it all or walked some of it. So yeah, I was the tail runner in the sense that I was the last person to simply run. I say run, I jog. I'm not the quickest, but I don't care. So if we run this now and click the button, we should get the console output when we click the button. Do we see output? We can put breakpoint in actually. Yeah. Okay. So what's going on? Let's just look into this a little bit. So still oh, is it just because it's not public? Damn. My bad. That's all it was. Public. Is it happier now? Okay. I mean, that works. We can do that. Get rid of that. So we're going to do it slightly differently. That's all right. There's lots of ways to skin a cat, as they say. Do fields first, then public methods, and then private. So, where are you hiking tomorrow, Billy? Nice emotes, I like it. I button was pressed. That should do it. Let's see what happens. There we go. Huzzah! Button was pressed. Woohoo! So it's all hooked up now. So we can take away that button was pressed thing. I'll leave it in for now. So, look up UI to VM. We can tick that one off. So, git status. Add everything. So, git commit implemented MVVM functionality. They're good streams. You'd enjoy them. Make architectural changes. That's the gubbins. I also want to show you something snazzy. I think you'll like this. So let's go to appcenter.ms. Let's sign in. Add new app. We're going to call it AssemblyAI want a transcription dot droid. OS is Android. Platform is Xamarin. So we're going to add that. I'm going to set up build. GitHub. That's the one. Launch main. Configure it. Build every push. Yep. STK version. Yep, that's fine. Don't sign builds. Build status badge, of course. Environment. Let's just check everything. I'm not going to sign it. Save and build. We are cool, aren't we? You're quite right. We're going to add this level. We're going to go to here and add do it in here actually. Is it the right level for this? Yeah. Oh, it's going to moan at me, isn't it? Let's switch to Ubuntu. WSL2 for the win. Vim. Oh, we need to change, so cd mount d dev assembly. Oh, AssemblyAI want transcription. There we go. Vim readme.md. There we go. So we're going to go back to the beginning. It's not what I meant to do. Yeah. Yada. Android. iOS. There we go. I should zoom in as well. This isn't helping. Right. Yeah, the thing for me is it's partly laziness. Because I'm Steve, dude. Hey, that Steve is a goat, I'll have you know. Not a bad word is allowed to be said about sociable Steve in my presence. But yeah, I just really like it because so this computer I got built in October, November time. And it's it's an absolute beast. So like originally I was going to use it as my stream machine and code on Mac, but actually hooking it all up is such a faff that a PC specialist. This is such a beast. I can stream and dev on it at the same time. So I don't use my Mac as much, but I'm just so used to deving on a Mac after like 4 years of doing it that it's just habitual. There's certain things that I'm used to, like Vim and Brew. So if I need to do stuff like this, I'll just switch to WSL2. and so I can use Vim, just because I don't need to load a whole code editor just to add some stuff to a markdown file. So here we are. So that's running. And if we can go back, we can create another one, which is add new app. It's going to be AssemblyAI wants a transcription.ios, because you have to create a different one for each of them. So it's iOS, it's Xamarin, build, GitHub, I want a transcription, main branch, configure the build. So yeah, that's fine. Simulator build. So yeah, all this is saying is when it does the build, it builds it for the simulator, so like local development rather than an actual device. If you did it on a real device, you'd have to provide certificates, and I haven't renewed my Apple developer certificate at the moment because it's $99 I do not need to spend right now. Don't sign the build. There we go, that's what I wanted. This puppy. Save and build. So if we come back into here, paste that, there we go. So that's the iOS version, and then we can do UWP. I should put stuff in organizations, really. AssemblyAI want a transcription. This is Windows UWP. Build. GitHub. I've never tried building UWP Xamarin apps. I'd be quite interested. It might not work, but there's only one way to find out, right? Try it and see. Debug. Yep, that's fine. Build this branch on every push. We don't need to sign anything. We don't need to release anything, but we just want the build status badge. Yep, save and build, go. So now, if we save this, come on. Is it being a pain? Come on. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, let's just copy this. I messed it up now. Is it there though? Yes. U.swap. Ew. Never mind. Never mind. I broke it. I broke my Vim. That's okay. Let's just move this over here so you can see what I'm doing. See, after all that, I broke it anyway. Sometimes when you're on stream, it's just easier rather than trying to get around a problem. It's easier to just YOLO it and just worry about it later and just solve it later and just do the easiest path. The file, which is readme.md. Actually, let's do this is created to be a sample demo showing you how you can use Assembly AI speech to text with a Xamarin.Forms mobile application. There we go. Oh, do we need to Actually, let's not do that. I think it should be alright like that. I think it's just because it's not deployed. Git add readme, git commit add readme file with platform build badges. But yeah, I just think this is pretty snazzy. We can set up continuous integration, not integration. Let's go back to Droid build. There you go, that built. It's building again, but it built. So if we go back to GitHub and go to that repo, we should. Okay, that didn't work. I'll work it out. But anyway, yes, we're getting there. Did I do it like that? Intro. Display at center, build badges, readme. I know where we can look. GitHub.com, James wants my client. He's got build thingamabobs in his repos. He'll be able to help. Does this have one? Nope. Man. This might have one. Nope. Really? After all that, I was expecting them to have build badges. I'll fix it off stream, but yes. It's this goat that we know called Steve. We like Steve. Steve has a cool cat whose t-shirt I wear. Steve is an awesome name. Steve is also an awesome person. Cool, so that's off doing its thing. I'm sure I've got build things in some of my repos. Repos. Oh, we can tell, can't we? Because we can just look at my apps. Body language assistant. Don't think this one does. Nope. We'll find one. I was out in the garden doing some trimming of bushes and trees. Got a project ahead of me this spring with that garden. Oh dear. Yeah, you'll get there. Well, I'm not afraid of hard grass. If you ever want a hand, if it's not done by the time you have claw visitors and madhouse visitors, I can help. Nope. Oh, there we go. That's got them. Okay. So it's exclamation mark build status in the thingamabob. Okay. So it's exclamation mark build status. Wait, what? That's weird. Right, okay, I'll copy it. Yes, yes. Madhouse Steve. Sorry, Sociable Steve is a legend. I concur. That's why he's a mod. Leg, end, goat. Exactly. Leg, end, foot. Pog. Git commit fixed build status badges in README. Git push. Now, if we go back to there we go. Okay, there's one too many square brackets, but look at that. Git add README. Git commit fixed typo in README. There we go. Git push. And now if we refresh that, we should have... Oh, bless him. I have like 9,000 channel points on your channel now, Steve. I'm trying to not blow them as much so that I can contribute next time you have a community challenge. Oop, okay. Really? Is it that? Or does it need to be there? Okay, that one's... They're fixed. I just need to fix this. Ah. There we go. Problem solved. There we go. It's finally right now. Git commit. Git push. There we go. Now we'll finally have an accurate looking README doc. There we go. Look at that. So now every time we push, a build will happen, and we've got badges in the README to tell us how it's doing. Completely over the top, but I just wanted to show you because it's snazzy. Anyway, back to things that we actually need to do. That's done. Okay, so now we can set up the audio recording. So we can add, manage new get packages. We're going to add a new package. We can go into here. Let's tick these off. So we need to add the plugin. Step 1. Audio recorder. We want plugin.audio recorder by Nate. There we go. Add it to all the projects. Install. So all this really does, so obviously, as you would have seen already, the app's cross-platform. So we write the code once in what we call the shared project, which is this one up here, and then we pick where it's going to be deployed to and then run it. But because we're doing things in shared code, there'll be features that you can do on all the platforms, like take a picture, check internet connectivity, check battery status, accelerometer, audio recording, all that stuff. There's all these features that are common between them all, but how you'd actually write the code at the platform level, to say, hey, Android, create an audio recorder and record sound or whatever. The way that's done is different between the platforms. So rather than us having to worry about creating the libraries, what have you, to do that. So, we don't have to go down to and use what's called dependency service, which essentially says, hey, when you call this on this platform, go and find this project file down in the project, and that will tell you how to do it. People write plugins and stuff to do the work for us. So that's what this is. So you install it to all the platforms so that it can, do its thing for all the different platforms, and then you just use it in your shared code and it will work on your projects without faffing. Brilliant. So we want to close all but this. Sort out that. So we're going to want to use plugin audio recorder. We are going to create an audio recorder service. Audio recorder service is a new service. Doesn't need any arguments or anything. We're just going to create it. And then we're going to say, rather than do that, we're going to call record audio. There we go. And then we're going to come into here and we're going to say, if audio recorder service is already recording, then stop recording. Otherwise, audio recorder service dot start recording. We're also going to say that the actually, we're going to move this up here. We're going to say audio recorder service dot stop recording on silence is true. Actually, we'll do that up here and just say, hey, stop recording when it's silent. No, not that one. In the constructor, there we go. Because this is just config. We're just saying so mess this up a little bit. So we've got the service, we've got the constructor, we've got that's open and closed, that's here we go. That's closed, open, open, close, open, close, 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 close. There we go. It should be right now. So when we hit the button, if it's already recording, we stop. Otherwise, we start. So we can press the button. We also want to be using helpers. No, using AssemblyAI.helpers. That's it. So because if what we're going to do is we're going to update it so that the icon changes. So rather than do it in here, we're going to say that the glyph is binding chord button icon. We're going to say here private font image icon. Font image icon? Oh, font image source. Font image source. Record button icon. Is that what I called it? The default is going to be FA icons.microphone. Let's have string. Ooh, hang on. How are we going to do this? Oh, it'll just be a font image source dot glyph. How are we going to do this? Font image source dot. Let's do private read only because we only need to create it once. Private font image source. Font image source equals new font image source. And then we can say this is messy. Can we give it an X name rather than binding it? Oh, don't crash on me. We will work this out. Okay. So then here, when we start recording, we change record button icon dot glyph. Nope. How do we do this? So we've got our image button. So we can't do that. Can we do, let's try this out. So can we do source is finding record image button source. And then in here, we do another one of these. So it's private font image source, font image source. Default glyph is faicons.microphone. And then we do the public font image source, font image source, get, return, font image source. Set. No, it's going to be set property reference font image source with the value. And then we'll say that the font image source dot glyph is equal to icons dot, let's see, microphone slash. And set this to microphone. So we start the service. If it's recording, we set it back to microphone and we stop recording. If we're not recording, we change the icon to a microphone slash and start recording. Once it stops, we're going to test it works by doing a good old-fashioned playback. So we also want a private read-only audio player service, audio player even, audio player. Audio player is a new audio player. And then when we stop recording, we want to say audio player dot play, audio recorder service dot get, audio file path. There we go. So what that's doing is it's saying, hey, play it, but the play wants to know where to find the file to play. So all we're saying is, once you've recorded it, get the audio file path. So essentially what we've just recorded, it gets saved somewhere by the recorder service. So just get that file path and pass it in to be played. Let's test it out, people. Let's just make sure the microphone's set right. Dot microphone, virtual headset, virtual microphone. There we go. That should do the trick. I'm quite impressed that Comet didn't eat his treats until today. That's some impressive restraint. Hello, is this going to work? Let's see. It didn't blow up, but also the... fair enough. Okay, so I need to... This isn't quite right yet. unless record image button source. Oh, I'm a doofus. As a doofus. It helps if you call it the same things. Fix this. Okay, now let's try. Let's see what happens. It may still not work, but... Hello? Okay, that didn't work. Okay, let's forget that. So I'll comment that. I'm going to try a new approach, which is... That's appearance is enabled. Is going to be binding is busy. What we're going to say, we're going to get rid of all of this. Don't need that. Don't need that. We're going to say private bool is busy. Public bool is busy. Get. We're going to return is busy. Set. We're going to set the property. The reference is the backing field. And then we update it with the value. And then here, if it's recording, then stop recording is busy equals false. Oh, I need to set this to is busy equals false by default. Otherwise, is busy is true. Morning, Brett. So, in theory now, what should happen is that when we click the button, it should disable, but because we've said to it, enable, like, stop on silence, it should work. So, what's going to happen? Let's find out. It's supposed to stop on silence, so who knows? Okay. OG rig indeed. So, if it's recording already, stop there, otherwise stop there. So at least we can step through it now. In theory. What's happening? Is it broken? I had it working in the other repo, so let's just do a bit of that one. That's the bugger, as they'd say. Right, so we want to look at the, what was it? The how I did the thingamabobs. So it's in here. And branch. That's the doozy. Oh yeah, permissions would be helpful. So we can pop that in to record audio. Okay. Don't need that anymore. So if we run this now, we need to include essentials. I do a weight or anything in here? You do, it's funky chicken. So we're going to make this async void. And then that's going to complain. So it's going to be async. Oh wait, record audio. There we go. Oh. Cool. Ian! Woo! Coffee is required, yes. I might make it return new async command from MVVM helpers. And then we just return record audio. So it takes a function like that. Oop. What am I doing wrong? Let's see. We will get to the bottom of this. This will do it. This has a lot going on, so it's going to have async command. Okay, so it needs to be an async command. So and then it's just a new async command and the name of it. Okie doke. Void. That's the wrong return type. Okay. Async task. Ah, that's why. There we go. We'll sort this out. There we go. Await. Await. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's try this now. We should have a bit more luck. Yes, I have weirdly bendy fingers. Whee! My other magical trick that grosses people out is that I can do that. Why is it being? Maybe. Just scrap that for a minute. Some people find it fascinating, some people find it gross. Just ditch that. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Need to declare permissions. Okay, so we're getting there. So we need to do the permissions, of course we do. So if we go into permissions is done at the platform level. So for Android, it's a it's a manifest. Yeah, it's a manifest, isn't it? That says what you can and can't do, I believe. Oh, we don't have to do it like that, do we? We can go into the properties, and there's a tick box list. So we need to be able to capture, delete. Record audio. There we go. No, not that one. Record audio. We might also want to set write permissions, write external storage. I think that's it. Soon find out. As you saw, it at least nicely tells you, oi, we need permission to do this. Yo. Okay. Okay. So that works. Why, hello, are you going to stop recording after silence? I don't know. Maybe you don't want to await this. Or complain, but actually I think we want to testing 1 2 3. So it's recording now, but what happens if we press the button again? Continue. We are testing out the recording right now, so let's see what happens. Okay. So let's hit that breakpoint. Okay. It's being weird. Take the breakpoints out. So we press the button and we see what happens, and then we press it again to stop recording. Settings. Microphone. Okay. Let's just test this puppy out. Open sound settings. It's going well. We have a pretty looking app with a circular button with a microphone on it. Input. I'm just gonna, yeah, so the microphone's working, so that's a good start. Okay, so if we come to here, we can at least check if there's a file. So let's restart the app. Pretty, isn't it? So the question is, are you picking up any sound? Obviously, we're not changing the button at the moment, so it's hard to tell, but we just want to check it works by playing it back first. Okay. What's it? What's going on? Okay. Hang on, delivery, 2 seconds. I'm back. Yeah. Thanks for the delivery bit. Good, isn't it? Clothes are here. According to my Hermes, there's 2 packages, but having a very brief look in the box, I actually couldn't see what was missing. Ah, thanks for the subscription, Exegete. Okay, so we're telling it to start recording, so continue. So we've told it to record now, so in theory it should be recording. And then when I press the button again, it should stop recording. Nope. Is this because I've told it to do the whole silence thing? Okay. So we've got the service, we've got a recording. So if we continue, we should hear it. Is this because I told it to do the whole silence thing? Look at that. Sounds atrocious, but we have sound. We recorded ourselves. What? This calls for let's see. This calls for celebrate. Exactly. As soon as you turn up, everything works. Beautiful, isn't it? So we can take out those breakpoints. We can also say that we'll leave that out for now. I'll work out the impact of that later. So, manifest, there's permissions, add the packages. Yeah, so git add. I'm not had lunch yet, to be fair, Luke, so don't worry. I'm not in my pajamas, but git add dot, git commit. Oh, thanks for the command. Git commit added audio recorder and hooked it up to record the stop record. New functionality. Oh yeah, the other cool thing that we've had we've done since you were last here, Salma, is we've added a if we go to the repository, there's a README, but what's cool in the README is build status badges. Oh yeah, we have CI. Oh yeah. So if we go into here, we can see that they're building. So like iOS, for example, it's building right now. Oh yeah, exactly. Build status badges just make your README look legit. Yeah, looks legit now. Love it. So we've got that going. Got that going on. So, if we look back at our to-do list, we've successfully added the plugin, set up the code, and set up the code to play back the audio. Oh yeah! So we've done that bit, and now we need to hook up AssemblyAI. Oh yeah! Get into the business end, my friend. Okay, so we want to upload files. So we want to upload them directly to the API. So we're going to want a service. So we're going to add another folder. Oh no, good luck. Try not to get angry like I did the other day at idiots that We're going to call it transcribe service. Public. Private. Read-only HTTP client. HTTP client. HTTP client equals new HTTP client. Wonderful. So in our transcription service, we're going to want a public public string transcribe audio, and it's going to take what do they want to know? Got the base address, headers, and the path. So it wants the file, string, file path. And then we have a send file down here. So what this is doing is it's setting up the request message as a post to upload. It's saying request headers is going to be like that. We're going to have transcoder encoding, transer encoding is chunked. Then we set up the file reader to read the path. We don't need that, do we? File reader, stream content is, it takes well, I suppose you'd be able to read it, won't it? Then we set the response. How do we fix this? Okay, so we get a string back. Yeah, that's fine. So that's saying then send it off like so. So all transcribe audio is going to do is that. So it's going to HTTP client, and that's going to be file path, return JSON result. So that should be the text. We can put a breakpoint in there. So what we're saying here is with the transcribe service, set up the HTTP client. We've got a public method that will return a string where we pass it the file path. That will then send it through to here, which will then work through it. So if we come into here, lurking from LinkedIn Learning hell. Oh God. I get LinkedIn Learning, but I don't think I've ever used it. Thanks for the resubscription, sir. Tell them I died a coward. So rather than play it, we want, right, so first of all we're going to want a private read-only transcribe service. Transcribe service. We don't need that anymore. Transcribe service equals new transcribe service. And then when we finish recording, we say transcribe service dot transcribe audio audio recorder service dot get audio file path. That should work. Pause the music a sec. It's serious business time.
I didn't get that.
Oh, go away, Siri. I didn't talk to you. Let's see what happens. Swords in chat if you think this is going to work. I'm glad that you have faith in me, Brett. You're welcome, Billy. Have a good night. Is this going to work? Let's find out. Hang on. Let's just do that and that. Okay. Is this going to work? Let's find out. Okay. So let's step into it. Hey, Alex. Welcome. You've arrived at the business end. We're just testing out sending an audio recording to AssemblyAI for transcription. So we've got the file path. Let's go into that. So we create a new message. So normally for stuff like speech to text, I would use Microsoft Cognitive Services, but Layla Codes it, a good friend of mine and an excellent streamer. She's just started a job as a lead developer evangelist, or something very similar job title at AssemblyAI. So just out of curiosity about what my friend's now working on and with, I just thought I'd try it out. So we're just following the getting started at the moment. So that just said to use HTTP client to send things to an endpoint. There's no like SDK or anything. So we're just stepping through it and seeing what happens. So we've got file stream. That worked okay. We created the stream content. Set the request content to contain that. Then we send it off. Oh, I forgot to add base address, didn't I? My bad. Yeah, exactly. It's just fun to try different things sometimes, and it's all about learning, isn't it? Yes, I forgot this bit. So I need to do this. It's all my fault. HTTP client. HTTP client. We're gonna add file. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is great. So it's going to be secrets. It's going to be a public static class. Public static read only AssemblyAI API token equal. Actually, before I do that, let's just unsecret a second. Cool, isn't it? It's did I even add the commands to my own stream? Yes, there you go. We're going to do a little trick that the great Jim Bennett taught me, which is that you commit this to Git, and then PowerShell tab woes. Yeah. It's okay. So git commit. In theory, started. It should work anyway. Yeah, I do have WSL, as you saw earlier. I just implement sending to. This is just the PowerShell core is just the default that loads. We'll do that. Introduce new features. Yeah, this is supposed to be a stream PC / gaming PC, but it's such a beast it can actually do both. So let's push that. So it's like git ignore local changes to file. Oh, that's it. Git update index assume unchanged. What this does is we've committed the committed that secrets file, but we don't want to send the tokens in. So now that I can update it with my API token by saying to it, hey, never update the secrets file, no matter what I do with it, it will never notice a difference. So I can do like git add dot and it will never add the secrets with my API token. Nice. I've only got a 2070 Super, but like honestly, this computer is more than enough. So git update index, git update index. Assume unchanged. For God's sake. Git update index, assume unchanged secrets.cs. There we go. So then if we go back to here and keep doing the old secret screen, we can put my token in here. We can save. We can close that. But see now what's cool is that we can come in here and say secrets dot using assembly.helpers secrets.assembly API token. There we go. But what's snazzy is that if you do git status, you can see here, even though I put my API key in that secrets file, because I did assume that update index assume unchanged, it doesn't pick up that I made changes to it, so my keys are safe. You could, in Xamarin, in theory, you can faff around and add the packages in required to do user secrets, but that's just a lot of overhead when this works just for a simple API key. So now if we do this, we should have more success. I just want to get this working because then I'll stop for lunch and we'll raid the good old sociable Steve. But let's see what happens. So, are you going to record? Hang on. Are you going to record stuff for me? Let's find out. Okay, so let's step into it. Step into that. Let's going to try that. Set all those bits up. It'll send the request. It'll think about it. Where's our watch window? Add an item to watch. I want to see. Oh, immediate window is what I want. Response. Okay. What's it doing? Okay, it's still thinking about it. Okay, let's try again. Let's just take some of the breakpoints out. So we know that this hits and this hits. So we don't need those. We just want to get into here and wait for this stuff. See if we get any useful feedback. If you want, we can go there if you want. I don't know why that song's in my head. Okay, so now we're recording. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's thinking about something or other. Who knows? Where is it? It's there. I don't know how long. Oh, we have to poll, don't we? That's why. So once it finishes, you'll get back a. Yeah, so we want to do polling so that we know when it's ready. So you submit an audio file. So status is queued, so okay. So actually, we're not there yet. We don't want to return that result. We want to wait for the result to come back. Okay, upload your audio file, yeah. Then we wait for a. Let's see. So we need to wait for this to come back with the result. How do we view the state it's in though? Let's just quickly have a look at. Layla was doing this the other day, so we should get some good sample code. Okay. Memory stream. Okay. How does it work? So it gets saved. Here we go. So that's URI. Submit audio file. Okay, so this is helpful. Where'd that come from? So the helper is service helpers. So that's submit async is one of Layla's. What's that from? Convert to string content. Don't need to do that. Post async. Ooh, 100 bits. So we've got submit. Convert to string content. Interesting. So that's returning. So what's a transcription response? Is that one of hers? I believe so. Yep. Lots of stuff going on. So this is more fancy than we need. We just want, because this has got a data application layer, but what we really want is just to convert the stuff. So you send it off. So you post. So that's the transcript. So it's before this stage. So that's submit the audio file. Have a look. So this might sort of give us an idea, but it isn't completely what we need. Submit audio file. We need to upload it. I suppose it's in storage, isn't it? That's the problem. It's being shoved in a function, which I'm guessing. Does the clever parts. So you've got data. Yeah, you've got a data repository, yeah, which stores it in blob storage. We don't need that, but maybe we do want to start using blob storage to make it easier for ourselves. So for now, let's just make it a void. So that sends the file. Then we've got to await the response. Okay, so let's just try it and we'll wait a minute and see what happens. We can pick some music, we can have a chat and stuff while we wait. So see how long it takes. I think this is definitely a sign, though, that we want to do blob storage if we can. But that's okay, because that gives us something for next stream. And we all love a bit of content. Okay, so we're going to record some audio and see what happens. Okay, now it's recording. It's thinking about it. What's it doing? Pause. Break here. Continue. Now we wait. I don't know how we tell what it's doing, but... we'll just wait, I guess. I don't know how long it takes to upload, so... How's everyone's Saturday going? Yeah, this is definitely a reason to upload to blob storage, because we should... Let's just quickly have a look. I'm not going to do it today because it will take too long. But Xamarin.Forms blob storage. Well, we can at least read the docs. Add cloud storage, that's what we want. Okay. So we create the storage, create the container. So that's adding stuff to it, but how do we upload? Image. Okay, so that displays the image. Blob storage.get blobs. Okay. Ah, this is a helpful class. So, blob storage service contains two public methods. to read and store. Get container reference. And we could also use functions like Layla did. Interesting. Look. So you post the blob. Interesting. Is it still not? Hold it. Okay. Response. Okay. What about JSON result? It's null right now. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Strange. Okay, well, we know that uploading it directly, we don't get any kind of feedback, so we're going to want to stick it in blob storage each time. But that's okay. It gives us something to work on. So now we can raid good old sociable Steve. But yes, Wednesday we might do more with the chatbot. We might carry on with this project. I'm not sure yet. But we should be back. You know, I might end up randomly streaming tomorrow. Who knows? We'll definitely be back on Monday evening for Monday Marbles. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me, and at least you've made good progress on the app, if nothing else. Which is snazzy. So, yeah, thank you for joining me. We're going to raid Sociable Steve now because he's great. He's doing a charity stream all through March, which we always like to support here on stream. But yes, I will see you all either Monday, Wednesday, or next Saturday. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Yes. I appreciate it. But yeah, we can go and show some... appreciate everyone showing up so we can go and show Steve some love and support. Bye, Alex. Thanks for coming.
How did your stream go, Luce? Hey, Alex, thank you for the follow and welcome. You're back? I didn't know you were gone, Ian. Thank you for the raid, Luce. How did your stream go? How did it finish? How were things at the end? Cat, you are being a bit of a peck. I know. Aww. Oh, you came from the raid. Are you here twice now? Hey, XE, you made good progress. I think we want to stick the files in cloud storage though, so that's the next step. Nice. So we've got a player object, which at the moment just falls over. I don't quite understand why. player object falls over.